Hey, what's going on everybody? My name is JP, this is Wander to Get Lost, and in today's RV upgrade video, I'm going to be installing the Bunk's Ram Air intake system, which is an upgrade for our air RV, and it improves the cold air intake in the engine. So stick around, and we're going to go through, hopefully, how to install this thing and remove the cold air intake.
What's going on, everyone? My name is JP. This is my wife Jordana and our kids Aurelia and Odin. Back on our 6th wedding anniversary, we decided we wanted to buy an RV and see the country. Fast forward to March of 2021, we sold our house, ditched all our stuff, and hit the road for what we hope will be a journey filled with a lifetime of memories. We hope you will join us on this journey as we wander to get lost.
Alright, so we're going to be installing the Bunk's Ram Air intake system, cold air intake system for our 2008 Winnebago Sightseer, which sits on a 2007 F53 Ford chassis. So when I ordered this off of their website, I'll link it down below. You actually have to put in your VIN number with the order, so then they verify against your VIN the proper parts or the proper system that they're going to send you to make sure everything is correct. So in this box is everything that we're going to need to put in this new cold air intake system. They claim that you're going to see 60% greater airflow into the engine with their system, which will increase fuel efficiency, which should lead to some possible better miles per gallon. So when we opened up the box, I just went through everything. It comes with an owner's manual, which has your instructions. Gives you a parts list, everything that should be in there, so you just verify against that. They do tell you the tools that you're going to need to use, which is always helpful. And then step-by-step instructions. One thing I would prefer, it's 2022 now, color pictures. Not that much more expensive to do. So some Bunk's stuff, some pretty cool, not stickers, but actually hard decals, and Bunk's power brochure. So this is a pre-oiled filter, so the filter comes all ready to go and being installed, and Bunk's recommends that you clean it and re-oil it every 50 to 100,000 miles. They actually include a cleaning and oiling kit along with the order. So here's the cleaner, and then here's the oil. So we're not going to need that for a long time, so we can put that away for now. So again, all the parts are in here. We're going to head over to the RV, pop the hood. The big first step is removing the old cold air intake system, and we're going to go through that, figure this all out, and hopefully this takes about less than an hour. I've read through the instructions already. Doesn't seem that difficult. We're just going to be careful. All right, let's head to the RV. This is your engine air filter for your cold air intake. So step one is removing this. So there's a couple of things you have to do. You have to loosen the collar, which I did here. This takes a 5/16 inch nut driver or a flathead screwdriver, so you just want to loosen that. The other thing is, this is the MAF airflow sensor. You're going to want to pull that off, and then also we're going to need to save this portion right here, which is going to go onto the new attachment. So if you were to change out your air filter on here, you would also need to do the same thing, because you want to remove this, because when you unclip this doesn't move so freely enough. So you have to disconnect this, loosen that, and then you'll be able to easily manipulate this up to get to the air filter in there. It's my old helicopter up there. Alright, so this is zip tied, and then it has a little red clip here that you just have to push out, and then that will pop right off. So keep that. This is all zip tied, so that can stay. And then we're gonna head end up taking this off later on. So right now this should be nice and loose. And then the way this clips on the back of here, it like hooks onto the back. So you have to push and get it to release. There we go. Alright, so that'll pop off. So there we go. So you can see on the back, it's like little just holes here that it clicks onto. And there is that sensor monitor piece that we're going to have to install into the new one, so be careful with this piece. So here's the air filter. I just actually replaced this a little while ago, so it's actually still good. And then the next step is we want to remove this box. Rubber grommets actually stayed in here, so here and here, there's 3 of them. It snaps in right here, and then right here, and actually 4 of them, and there's this bottom one here. So this is the old box, we're not going to need that. So the next thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go into the RV, because we're going to have to disconnect this from the engine, install the engine part, and the new part into here. So it'll be nice to be inside because it's 30 degrees out right now. Alright, actually before we go into the RV, I'm going to switch out that airflow sensor. So it's right here. It's actually a torque spit. Alright, so we're saving those screws. And then here's the new spot on the new intake right there. So we're going to need everything from in here. And we just want to be careful we don't drop it. Alright, so here's the new airflow sensor. We're going to remove the old seal. Sure it's not dirty. Here's the new seal that comes with this. It only goes one way, so that looks right. Can't do it that way, so match it up. Good. Hey, there we go. 3rd time's the charm. Alright, now we're set. We actually have Phillips screws. I'm just going to tighten it down. Okay. Alright, that's all set. Alright, so another cool thing with Banks, and it says it in their direction, is they have directional arrows. So when you line these up, you want those arrows to line up like that. So what we can do is we can actually build this whole thing before we go into the RV. So this is the bellow. And this is what they say helps with any movement of the airbox and stuff and the engine, so that way there's no damage to the system. So this is going to go on here, like so. Probably should have put the color on. Alright, so that's all set. Now this is the collar that's going to go on here, like so. So we need just line that up. We're all prepped to go inside, remove the engine cover box, and take out the old tube, and we'll slide this into place. Alright, let's get in the RV. Alright, here's the engine. We're going to loosen this right here to release this box, and then we also have to unclip this, which is then going to connect onto our new spot right here. Okay, all right, got that. It's a little stuck. There we go. All right. So that's the old one. Here's our new one. All right, let's get this on. All right, we're good here. Got the sensor back on. Now we're gonna fix the other side. All right, next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna install the box into there, and then we gotta unwrap the filter. So I said this comes pre-oiled. It's gonna just sit in the box for now. Like that. And then it has two mounting bolts here that we're going to have to screw in on the bottom of the mounting bracket that's there. So they give you 2 screws, 2 washers, 2 lock nuts. So let's go back over there. It's the bottom grommets you have to take out. You leave the vertical ones. So there we go. That makes sense. Now it's just trying to line this up. That was the hardest part, getting that. And it says just a hand tight, so don't use a gun. So we got these collars we have to put on here, attached to the cover, this filter is gonna sit attached to this with the other band. So that's what we got to do right now. Alright, so it's all hooked up. It's 4:45, so we're losing light very rapidly. What I'm going to do is tomorrow morning I'll come out and I'll show it all finished and then go over everything one more time. But it's really cold tonight. I can barely move my fingers anymore. And yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow morning. Alright everybody, so here is the new Ram Air cold air intake by Banks. So it's all set up. So you can see there's the filter. It's all connected. And then there's the MAF airflow sensor reconnected back there. Everything's screwed in down on the top. So you can see it a lot better than before when it was getting dark outside. So that's pretty much it. Not too hard of an install. It actually took about an hour and a half, and I would say that was partially because, one, I was filming, two, it was 28 degrees out and I was losing feeling in my fingers. Yeah, it's all set, all ready to go. We actually have one more upgrade from Banks, which is a engine tuner, and we'll be doing a video on that. But that'll be coming down more when we're the day before we leave. I'll reprogram the engine and then we'll do some evaluation of the driving on the way back down south. So all right, so just remember, read the directions, read them twice. The grommets on the bottom you have to remove, so that way you can screw it in from the bottom. Just take your time, and yeah, it should go pretty smoothly. So you don't need a lot of tools. It's very easy to do. And yeah, so I think anybody, if you got some familiarity with being a DIYer, you should be able to do this. So all right, that's all I got for this video, and I will do a follow-up after we drive it for a while, let you know if I notice anything better. We're gonna probably do some miles per gallon evaluation along with the engine tuner, and then we might I might upgrade a couple of other things that Banks has on their website, so we'll see about that. But yeah, hope you liked this video. If you did, hit the thumbs up. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you on the next video.